You have done this before. You started something with so much excitement. Maybe it was learning a new skill. It could be starting a new business or simply deciding that this time your life was going to be different. The first week you were excited, the second week you were still showing up. By the third week, you started wondering if any of it was making a difference. And then, somewhere around the fourth week, you quietly stopped. Not because you failed, not because you weren't capable, but because you couldn't see anything happening. And I think that's where many dreams quietly come to an end. Not because people are lazy, not because they are idle, but simply because they are discouraged by what they cannot see yet. So today, I want us to spend a few minutes talking about something that has ended more dreams than laziness ever has. The invisible progress. And what it might mean for whatever you are closing up on or giving up on right now. Welcome to Beyond the Degree podcast with Dockers, a space where we explore the lessons that shape who we become beyond the classroom, beyond the certificate, and beyond the degree itself. I am really glad you are here. Last week we talked about the power of showing up. We agreed that motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll feel inspired, other days you won't. And that's where consistency matters. But today, I want to talk about something that happens after you've chosen to stay consistent. The waiting, the silence, that season where you are doing everything you know you are supposed to do. Yet it feels like nothing is changing. And honestly, I think that's one of the hardest seasons to survive. Because we naturally expect effort to produce immediate results. We expect 1 week of discipline to transform our lives. We expect 1 month of consistency to change everything. But life doesn't usually work that way. Real growth is often invisible before it becomes visible. Let me paint a scenario. Think about planting a seed. The day you plant it, the ground looks exactly the same. This is very relatable. The next day, still nothing happens. A week later, nothing happens. If you judge the seed by what you could see, you would probably assume it wasn't growing. But somewhere underneath the soil, something incredible is happening. Roots are spreading, the foundation is being built, the growth is real. You just can't see it yet. I think our lives work the same way. Sometimes we are focused on visible results that we ignore the invisible works that are happening within us. Maybe you have been learning a skill, you don't feel like it's getting better, but you are understanding concepts that once confused you. Maybe you've been applying for jobs, the emails haven't come, the interviews haven't happened, but every application is teaching you something. Maybe you are starting a business, starting a podcast, and the numbers aren't what you hoped they'd be. You're asking yourself, is this even worth it? I've asked myself that question too. There are moments when I sit down to plan a script for an episode. I spend time writing, I spend time editing, I spend time thinking, and then I publish it and wonder, is anyone really listening? But over time, I have realized something. The biggest growth wasn't just happening in the audience, it was happening in me. Every episode has made me a better communicator, a better writer, a better storyteller, a more disciplined person. Most importantly, even before I saw bigger numbers, I was becoming someone different. And maybe that's what invisible progress really is. It's becoming the person your future needs before your future even arrives. Sometimes we think progress only counts when other people can see it, when they applaud us, when they celebrate us, when the numbers increase, when the opportunities come. But some of the moments or some of the most important growth happen in private, when nobody is watching, when nobody is clapping, when nobody is even praising you. And maybe that's why so many people quit. Not because the journey isn't working, but because they expect the roots to appear before they had time to grow. So, if you are in a season where everything feels slow, please don't mistake slow progress for no progress. Don't confuse silence with failure. Don't let today's result convince you that tomorrow has nothing to offer. Keep learning, keep improving, keep showing up. Because one day, people will call you an overnight success. They will see the fruits, but they will never fully understand the roots. Before I leave you today, I want you to think about one question. What have you been tempted to give up on simply because you couldn't see immediate results? Maybe the breakthrough, the massive success you are praying for isn't as fast as you think. Maybe the roots are still growing, maybe it's still trying to extend its tentacles. Thank you so much for listening to Beyond the Degree podcast with Dorcas. If today's conversation encouraged you, I would love for you to share it with someone who feels discouraged. You never know whose decision to keep going might begin with one conversation. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep becoming, because your life or the life you are praying for isn't built in the spotlight. It is built in the quiet moments when you chose not to quit. See you guys in my next episode.